Hey guys, sorry, I didn't even have the record. I forgot. I'm sitting here talking, it wasn't even recording. This is an old farm, probably like the only one left, well, one or two in my town. It's all developed now where I grew up, but this was a farm that, ever since I was born right up till now, is still operational. And there's another one in town. But anyways, I wanted to get back to that graveyard. Again, with the crow thing, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, let me know. If there is something to do with crows and folklore, or is there any like old myths out there, old whatever, that talk about crows and the dead, or spirits or souls or whatever, because it'd just be interesting. Yeah, I figured I'd show you guys. I wish I had done it sooner, and maybe I will. What I'll do is I'll go by again and I'll do it another day when I'm going to put that in there. That's my camera lens, my lens cap. I'm on the 16 mil. This is the R5 with the 16 mil. So, it's, I like this. It's super lightweight. But anyways, want to get back to what we were talking about, because we're losing daylight here. It's 6 o'clock, 6:10 up here on the East Coast. Gets dark early now, so. But with the whole thing with like I said, with the whole crow thing and stuff, and with Halloween coming, I thought it'd be kind of cool. What I'll do is, if you guys want, I'll go back and I'll film it and show you just how many sit up there during the day. It's crazy how many are there. Like at least 50 or 60, and they go around the whole water tower. That rail runs around the whole top, and they'll all on the top bottom rail, they just load it right up. It's just all crows. Maybe a couple of buzzard too, because I think that might have been a buzzard, but I got to look that up and see if there's any crows with red on their face. I don't know if that was a crow or a buzzard. I didn't have my glass. Did I have my glass? Yeah, I think I did at that time. I couldn't tell though. But anyways, yeah. Usually it's crows. So I can tell you that. I've looked at them before without my cameras, and it's usually just crows. But the buzzard thing's weird too. I wonder how many buzzards do make it in there during the day. Yeah. So. Anyways, I figured I'd come up here before the sunset and, just have a little chat. It's been a while since I made a video. I've had, a lot of health issues to deal with this year and last year towards the end, and this year. I think I've got them. I've had got my surgery this year, last year for my shoulder. This year they removed a couple lumps from my chest. Everything good. Just takes a while to recover. I also, though, have had, since I was young, I had the surgery where they remove your uvula, soft palate, tonsils when I was younger, like early 20s, for sleep apnea. They call it obstructive sleep apnea. And that worked for a long time. And they told me, though, it may stop working someday, and it did. Long story short, it did. But I also developed what they call central apnea, which that's where your brain doesn't send the signals to your body to breathe. So, like, I was watching one of my old videos, the one where I did the power supply options for the R5C. It's on my channel. Man, I was stumbling. I was mispronouncing words. And I know why now, because I had like my oxygen, level would dip so low into the 60s when I'd sleep, when I fall asleep, because the apnea is so bad with the central and the obstructive. I do oxygen now for the hypoxia. It doesn't treat apnea, but it does seem to be helping with the hypoxia, and which is a good thing, because like I said, I got as low as like 67. Usually I'm around in the 70s, 80s when I'm going into apneas, O2 levels. This is O2 levels in my blood. And I know the doctor said she doesn't even know how I function, the sleep clinic. So anyways, we're trying to treat the hypoxia because I can't tolerate the machines. They cause my lungs to fill up with mucus and fluid, and it's just my lungs do not tolerate the CPAP machines at all. And so I'm up against a rock and a hard place of what to do. There's not much out there for me, so they at least want to treat the hypoxia, and they've got me on oxygen at night when I go to sleep. And I gotta say, I do like that. It doesn't treat the apnea, but I think it helps. It's either helping me recover, or it's giving me enough oxygen that I'm not dipping as low when I go into an apnea episode. But yeah, But I noticed that with that video. I wanted to bring that up because I was, you know, I had just woken up. I remember when I filmed that video, I had just woken up and didn't realize how much I was stumbling on my words, you know, but I was. So, yeah, crazy. But it's a beautiful, you know, yeah, it is fall. Well, I think it's still summer, but I'm going to call it fall. It's the end of September, man. It's fall to me. Nice out, though. It's really nice. Probably, I'm going to say right now, it's probably 64, 62. 64, I guess. But it's got that coolness, you know, it's different than like in the springtime. 64 feels warmer. This time of year, it's got that cool, like, crispness, you know, which is just right. And, yeah. So anyways, I figured I'd come up here and just sit for a while, you know, and take in the evening sunset and, you know, the nice fall air. And talk a little bit about that and talk a little bit about the apnea. Hey, if you guys have any type of, if you're feeling tired, you know, or stuff, make sure you get that stuff checked. I have the Apple Watch, and that's how I knew it was getting bad, because I woke up with pounding headaches because my oxygen was going so low. And I knew, you know, it was getting worse. And so they scheduled me for a sleep study, and sure enough, it had gotten much worse, you know. And like I said, then I have Central now, and I have, I guess, 50-50, so I can't do, like, the Aspire. That's what I was looking into. That's what started this whole thing, because the Aspire is a device that they implant in you, and it helps with obstructive, but it doesn't do anything for Central if it's over 20. And mine's like almost a 50-50 split. So I can't do that. I can't do the Revive one, which is for Central, because they don't take care of the obstructive. So I'm stuck until somebody decides. You would think they could get together and make one with both those added, you know, one device that they implant in you with both of those options, but they don't yet. So you're kind of stuck. Anyways, yeah, no, I noticed that. And the thing with apnea, if you don't know, you can have a stroke. It's really bad. Blood pressure, stroke, gain weight, confusion, like I said, disorientation, especially if you're dropping low. But the big thing you got to watch out is like strokes and heart attacks and stuff, because it's really tough on your body, from what they were telling me. But yeah, so anyways, I just wanted to quickly touch on that and, you know, see how you're all doing. And like I said, I'm on my little R5. I got another R5. I had originally given my R5, my other R5, to my son. And that left me with an R3, an R5C, and the R6. But when B&H had their sale, I've been missing this camera, so I bought another R5. Came with the free grip, so without the grip, this would have cost $2,750, brand new. It was $3,099, $3,099 with the free grip. But you sell that grip, and I already got a grip, so I'll probably end up selling it. I can get this. I got this camera basically for $2,750. That's exactly what I got it for, because if you take the $349 away, that's what a brand new Canon grip cost, you know, battery grip cost. And it's I got it for $2,750. I love this camera, the R5. So I got the I'm probably going to sell a couple. I haven't decided yet. I'm debating at least one I'm going to sell, probably the R6, because I don't need 4 cameras. I don't need 3. I don't really need 2, but because I don't use them enough. But I do want to keep at least 2. Right now I'm leaning towards the R5 and the R3, and the only reason I'm thinking about selling the R5C is because it is a lot of camera. And what I mean by that is the new firmware, they actually made it, you can vlog with that camera now. The battery life is a lot better in like the 4K mode, and a lot better. But it's the cinema menu. Like, I'm not a cinematographer. Not that maybe I wouldn't want to be someday, but I'm not. I know how to use the mirrorless, you know, operating system, but the cinema OS, that's out of my league. I mean, I'm learning, but I'm not putting enough effort into it. So I've thought maybe I should sell it to somebody that would use it, you know what I mean, and use it the way it's supposed to be used, because it is an awesome camera. I'm not going to lie, it's really nice. But I think it's too much camera for me. And so I said maybe, and where the R3's got the mirrorless OS, this R5 mirrorless OS, I'm well familiar with that. I know how to operate the mirrorless OS. I'm thinking I might just keep these, and then down the road, if I ever get into cinema, I can buy the, you know, by then there might be a new model out, who knows. All right, I may always just stick with the mirrorless OS, you know. I really like it, I'm used to it. But the Cinema OS is awesome that it gives you everything under the sun for features, man. You're really not lacking for anything. you know, all different modes and all that. So, I mean, it really is good. But it might, like I said, and I don't know yet. I haven't decided on that. Definitely probably going to sell the R6. And then keep the R5, the, you know, R3, R5C. Possibly I might sell that too. Haven't decided yet. But I'm leaning that way only because I don't need 3 cameras. And like I said, if I'm going to keep 2, it's going to be the 2 that I understand the operating system, you know, and the newer ones. Like, I know the R6 also has the mirrorless OS, but that would be the odd man out of the 3, you know, mirrorless cameras, the 3 that run the mirrorless OS. So, and so it'd be the R5 and the R3. And I think that's a pretty decent setup, you know. So, like I said again, though, it makes it hard because the R5 is so awesome. It really is, you know. But we'll see. We'll see on that one. All right, guys, I'm going to go. The bugs are starting to come out, so mosquitoes. And going to let you go. And like I said, I just wanted to say hi real quick. And I hope you're all doing great, man. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace.